Okay, yeah, looks like we're up. We're gonna just post this with a few, and then we should begin. So, actually, should be able to see it now. Yeah, there you go. Let's do that. I probably also have to start doing a third stream just to get back into Facebook's good graces, but we'll work on that by then. I'm actually thinking of going into doing a chess stream. And the only reason I'm thinking of that is because I recently had to become a mod for a chess forum. It's a long story, but I'll probably tell that when I do that particular stream. But in the meantime, let's just keep things chill. Let's just start with Shadows over Innistrad Remastered. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing a draft of Shadows over Innistrad Remastered. So a lot of things to note, and also they are give. Ooh, this one I did not notice. Did they have they been changing this one over time? So for this particular video, we are going to be having the Shadows of the Past flashback package, which means a lot of good stuff, particularly in blue and red. So let's see if we can get those, but we're pretty much going to be looking for all the flashback goodies. First things first, we are actually going to be looking to see if this queue fills up. There has been some issues with Shadows over Innistrad. They recently said that traditional sealed had to be canceled because it wasn't filling up on time. Honestly speaking, drafts are where it's at. You don't really want to be doing sealed for the most part. Our rare is kind of a dud. Let's see what are I did say blue or red. We do have quite a bit of madness actually, so let's see. I'm seeing a lot of blue here. The ongoing investigation, blue, green. Actually, this is a very bad one. Humble the Brute is awfully expensive. Certain Death is very expensive. I might just end up taking Travel Prep and trying to go low. This might have to be the strategy. Yeah, we'll have to do that. I don't like locking myself into green-white though. I'm not exactly that keen on green. But we'll see if we can line it up. Having to take Travel Prep this early though. Ugh. So usually the strat for this is that you want to get as many cheap creatures as possible. Second Harvest doesn't quite help us there. Groundskeeper's fine. Dauntless Qatar is kind of fine. It is a bit on the expensive side. We actually want to be looking out for Emerge. That's also kind of good. Fighting Rain's going to be a problem. Steadfast Qatar, I guess it's fine, but we can probably get that one back easily. I might just take the Dauntless Qatar here. Let's see. Alchemist Greeting would have been a nice option. I could take this on this and speculate. Because after all, we just need to have Madness and Ablers if we want to go for this. But this is a removal spell, so it's worth considering. It's either this or Dauntless Qatar. Let's take the Alchemist Greeting first. Let's see if this works. Because we need to figure out which one is open between these two. Let's see. Foreboding Ruins. There's an Unburial Rites. That's a very good flashback card. Do we have a way to discard? As it is, no. But Black-Red has always been quite good. Uvenwald Captive. There's a Rabbit Bite if we need removal. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think Green-White's gonna pan out. We probably want to be in Vampires at least. Yeah, if I had to choose the two, I probably would take this one. Yeah, there's no discard outlets quite yet. Yeah, we're not so sure if we're kind of into this yet. I'm only taking this because it's removal, but yeah, we need to look for things that line up. Call the Bloodline is a very good one. That one lines up for us. Start of the Wake, we don't have any copies of that. But we're trying to play to win. There's a Tamiyo's Journal. Sacrifice. Well, no, we'll probably get that one back. We'll take Call the Bloodline because that's a discard effect. There is an Escalate card that helps us discard. Yeah, Travel Prep's going off away. Ruthless Disposal also is a discard outlet, but I guess we can run it, though it is awfully expensive. You have to pay 5, discard a card, and sacrifice a creature. Let's look for something else instead. There's a Stentia Masquerade, that's also a Madness card. We probably do want to have a few of those. We probably want to get some vampires first though, but I think we should be able to get some. Yeah, let's take. Okay, there's one vampire we can take. Weirded Vampire is fine. There's a Deadweight, which is good removal, but I probably want to have at least a few vampires first. Yeah, I need to take this one first though. I guess there's an argument for taking the Deadweight, but let's make sure we actually have. Okay, Insatiable Gorgers, a bit on the expensive side. The Liliana's Elite's actually kind of good considering we're discarding a lot. We might get Bump in the Night back, kind of unlikely, but that would be a nice pull. Yeah, the problem is Madness is just makes it, well, it's good for Alchemist Greeting, it makes it cheaper by a lot. But everything else, it just makes it cheaper by 1. I think we take the Liliana's Elite first. Let's see. Terrarion helps us fix our mana. Gavany and Hallowed probably makes sense, but it's actually in the weak side. Yeah, the green-white did not pan out. We don't have any Delirium, but this might be an option to take one. It's definitely better than the Arsonist here in this case, though not necessarily better than Ember Eye Wolf. It gives us a creature to attack with. I think we take the Terrarion. Another Masquerade. Okay, maybe Masquerade's not so great. Yeah, we'll take the Sigardus Aid now because, yeah, we might as well get what our rare's worth. Yeah, the other rares didn't quite make it. There is a Fateless Looting. We'll probably take that. That is a way to discard, although be it very expensive. Ooh, I have to choose between Indulgent. Definitely taking the Indulgent Aristocrat. We do have to find. We probably will be looking for ways to generate zombie tokens with this. But that is an option. It does mean that we're probably unlikely. Well, the first Fateless Looting is fine, even if we pitch a few cards. So yeah, we're gonna be on the lookout for we're still on the lookout for cheap creatures. Call the Bloodline kind of fits the bill at least. Yeah, we're going back to what we're familiar with. Well, there's another Blood Mad Vampire. We'll take that. It's probably better than the Borrowed Malevolence in this case. Though as it is, I am not. Well, this one came back. It's an option. I probably prefer it over Pyrohon. Don't think I'm gonna run it though, but I might as well have it there. Yeah, see, Borrowed Malevolence keeps coming back. Now it's a good time to take one. And a Soul Separator that no one really wants. There's a Declaration Stone. That's a pretty good rare. Zombies control have Menace. Exile, create a zombie token. We could kind of cycle that way between Call the Bloodline making vampire tokens, Graph Harvest making zombie tokens. Alternately, we could just take the solid removal spell, Sever the Bloodline. It's expensive, but it's still removal. And right now we only have the Alchemist Greetings, 1 Borrowed Malevolence. Yeah, it's literally just 2 removal spells. We'll take this. Yeah, let's take one Sever. We should also be on the lookout for Galvanic Bombardments too. Okay. There's a Bruna. I would like a copy of Bruna. There's a Midnight Scavengers. Probably not in the lookout looking to meld anytime soon. We probably just take the Insolent Neonate here. Cheap discard enablers, always good. There's an Incendiary Flow. We're definitely taking this. Yeah, it's Sorcery Speed. Alternately, there's a Gissus Bidding, but I think we want to be more. We have to decide what color we want to be more of. Maybe more red at this point. Yeah, we'll take the incendiary flow here. It's just another removal spell. We need to, and there is no condition to casting this, so this one's always gonna be good. Another rootless disposal. Blood mist at beginning of combat on your turn. Target creature you control gains double strike. Yeah, sure. There's a certain that there's another incendiary flow. We're definitely taking that one. We're passing a lot of rares here, so we better win a few. We better win a few games with this. Though Sever the Bloodline, you would not believe this used to be a rare. Thank goodness they brought it down. It was the card was not really that good. Fiery Temper, okay, that's solid. We're taking that one. We're taking these on the assumption that we'll get some of the. We did get a few of the vampires back with Madness, so that's a. But we are still missing discard outlets. Like we only have the Fateless Looting. Oh, we just. I guess we can take a Mad Prophet, discard the card, draw a card. That's one way to do it. But there's another Incendiary Flow. We could probably just burn our opponents out. It's the. So I'm definitely taking this. We probably have way too many non-creature spells at this point, so they should keep that in mind. So maybe the Bard Malevolence can go because that's a bit underpowered. Stentia Masquerade is kind of fine, but it's probably going to get cut also. We are probably swimming in way too much removal. So cards like Graph Harvest don't exactly look great anymore. Make Mischief deals 1 damage to any target. I'd like that, but yeah, let's take our money mythic. Oh, there's also money rare we could take. Yeah, we're actually missing out on a lot of creatures. So that's something that for us to look forward to on the next pack. I'm not taking Graph Harvest because our creature count is so few and our non-creature count is way too many. In fact, it just keeps coming back. We might be better off with the Galvanic Bombardment at this point. Yeah, creatures are probably going to be more important later. I might even just go mono red. We'll just we'll just find ways to discard later. Oh, there's a Jesus bidding. This is a good one. This is a good one to Madness too. It's probably better to Madness into this one than Insatiable Gorgers. Also buys us a bit of time. Yeah, we'll take the bidding. Alms of the Vein. Yeah, we can take one, but probably not gonna run it. Definitely not running the second one, though it's nice to be able to complete it. We'll take one Vampire. Probably gonna. Not sure if that makes the cut. I don't think the. Oh, there's an Ulrich of the Crap. Okay, this one will not rotate around. What other option do we have? Olivia's Bloodsworn, very aggro, does not help our Madness. Gaia Reach Sanitarium, this one does help our Madness. We'll probably end up just taking this one. It's a shame we're passing Ulrich, but I think we'll take Gaia Reach Sanitarium for now. Assembled Alphas, pretty solid. We are kind of low to the ground though, but it's probably better than anything else we have. I will cut that. Oh, there's an Abundant Maw. We could have taken that instead. Stormkirk Condemned, discard a card, activate. Oh, okay, we're forced to take this one. This one's way too good. So Liliana's Elite probably can go. Though we probably want to double check. Like Fateless Looting, kind of have to keep that. It's a discard outlet. Stentia Masquerade is probably the questionable one. Like we do have a good number of vampires though. There's okay, Lightning Axe, so we can probably cut the Masquerade at this point. We have another discard outlet now. Whenever a Conduit of Storms attacks, okay, that's fair enough. Probably the best card of between red and black at this point. Yeah, because everything else is an instant. We need to start getting creatures. So the double black is going to be really awkward. But then again, maybe you do not want to play this early. You want to play this kind of late so that you can play this, discard something immediately, go for madness. Like you want to play it in turn 4 if you have if you have like Blood Mad Vampires, or turn 5 you have Jesus Building, etc. Haunted Dead. I guess we kind of want some cheaper creatures too. So we'll probably start taking Olivia's Bloodsworn even though it's black. Village Messenger, that this one is also a good early drop, but I think I might want to just take the... Yeah, because it's a 2/1 flyer, we can kind of go aggro that way. Oh, Gyro Reach Bandit. This used to be a rare too. Wow. Definitely better than Deranged. Well, True Fate Sensor doesn't do anything. Yeah, we'll take the Bandit here. So yeah, we definitely have to cut Stensha. Though we still have a lot of Vampires. Actually, we might need to reconsider that because it looks like we might be able to... We might be able to keep hitting up in the sky that way. Yeah, we need to reconfigure this. Harvest Hand returns as site. Yeah, it's a creature, I guess. Grotesque Mutation always... We'll have to make adjustments to our deck list. Maybe cut the Conduit. Okay, so this is going to be a quite big question mark here. How do we build this deck? We can definitely go for the Vampire build. We are split on an 8-9, so we kind of want to keep that in mind. Indulgent Aristocrat kind of... So we definitely want the Stentia Masquerade back. So we probably want to start cutting some black cards, so bidding is probably a question mark. We can keep the Weirded Vampire, I guess. Though I think I probably want to cut one Weirded Vampire. Though that's 12/12. Maybe not the Vampire. Let's see. We should be looking for spells that we can cut. Problem is, that's all our removal. We got really a lot of removal here. Maybe cut the Deadweight. That if we can shrink the amount of black we need, that would be a good plan. Again, double black on Stormcreep Condemn makes this awkward, but... And we're also going to be running a Gyro Reach Sanitarium. We have a Gyro Reach Bandit. This one doesn't really do much. Conduit of Storms kind of does more. Is there an... I could just put the Galvanic Bombardment instead. We'll run it like this for now, so we'll see how it goes. Again, we have a big mana problem, so let's keep that in mind. We have to mulligan quite aggressively just to make sure we survive. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see how we land on this one. So for those tuning in, we are doing a premiere draft of Shadows over Innistrad Remastered. Yeah, I think it might take a while for us to get games in between, so it might be a while. Okay, we got our opponent, not bad. Let's see if okay, we might be in trouble. Let's see if our theory pans out well. We did get enough rares to pay ourselves off. At least we got the mono red opening, so we can keep this one. So I definitely want Neonate to at least survive to turn 2 so we can Madness away. When it takes a mull, we will keep. We would like to hit some of our black sources, but wood Dryad. Okay, we hit the black source, that's fine. So let's see how our... Because this is just a 1/1 death touch that just becomes a 3/3 that maybe our opponent does. Okay, that's fine. So we'll take advantage of this. Opponent goes for a priest. Looks like our opponent might be having mana issues. No, they have a land. Okay. Yeah, we'll take. Now, hopefully our opponent doesn't have removal. But then again, we are very close to just hard casting these. Opponent definitely has something. If our opponent just plops a creature, we can actually just hit them for 1, then drop the Alchemist Greeting. Now we're just waiting for them to drop something that's big enough to hit with the Greeting. Also, yeah, the triple Incendiary flow draft was pretty good here, so it helped us hit. It helped us stabilize for the most part. I suspect our opponent might be stuck. They did miss 1 land drop here. Okay, Letter Priest. So we did hit an Olivia's Bloodsworn, so there we go. Oh, we could have actually played it, so never mind that. Yeah, we're just gonna hard cast that one because we can do this second one instead. In fact, we're drawing way too much mana at this point. Oh, it's target vampire, so... Yeah, we also have to... But we do have to be careful how we tap. Yeah, takes care of the rabbit. Yep, neuters the rabbit bite. And yeah, we'll just cast this manually. So we'll play this. Oh yeah, Bloodsworn giving it any vampire haste. Neat. Now opponent probably should have removal soon. Though, yes, it's another Narwhal Dryad. Yeah, maybe it's a Dryad plus another Rabbit Bite. Bound by Moonsilver. Okay. Not the worst. We can still hit them. We did flood out in lands for quite a bit. Also, it turns out that misplay was actually quite earlier was quite good. Hold on, this double check can't attack, block, or transform. Okay. So now opponent needs to have an answer to one of my vampires up top. Our opponent missing land drops might have hurt our opponent quite a bit. So I would say, yeah, they were playing this. No, humans can be good, but not these humans. Fate Unbroken. Okay, they'll survive. They'll survive a bit. So we'll probably take 3 because they can't block anyway. Though they should note that if I happen to have another vampire, it does become a problem. Hold on. I'm gonna do that because we could, if we're not careful, we could still lose. And there we go. Yeah. Managed to get there. Opponent actually would, yeah, they were playing the slow. They had an early good idea. We probably would have ended up with that kind of deck if we insisted on the travel prep. It's a good thing we hedged our bets and we realized that it was not gonna line up. That's how we. Though in that case, probably instead of taking travel prep, we were probably just better off rare drafting at that point. But we're playing to win. We're not. The rares can come later. And we did get a few rares anyway, so it's not that bad. So that was a very solid win. We'll take that one. Let's see. Let's see how else did things go. Okay, so yeah, we kind of got this one. Turn 2 called the Bloodline. Though there though the one cost here basically means that we're not really getting we're not getting a cost reduction necessarily. We are just getting a free vampire. We'll still play it first anyway. Opponent didn't have a drop yet. So now we'll probably have to decide. Yeah, we're incendiary flowing this. We could also just discard one of our lands right now, just to make a cheap 1/1 vampire. Okay, we can also do that again for Alchemist Greeting, but we'll save that. The reason I was willing to do that was because it was definitely an extra land. Okay. Now this one, at the beginning of each end step, whenever Brow Bridge... Okay, we're definitely nuking that one. Yeah, we kind of need one. Yeah, now we got... Yeah, we got that early part out of the way. Now we can just start... Well, they dropped their best one yet. Though what we can do now is we can just go Olivia. Conduit of Storms doesn't really do much for us. I could play Bloodsworn, but that just allows us to hit in the air. We're gonna pass. So what our opponent's gonna try to do is crack, grow the Tireless Tracker. They're gonna play a land crack again. See if they can grow to like a 5/4. We should be able to have enough blockers though for it. Oh no, they're playing Byway Courier instead. They might... Well... Okay, we hit our other mana there, so let's see. I guess we could swing with the small ones, but we can still hold those as blockers. Yeah, they get to grow it again, so a bit miffed about that, but nothing we can really do. That tireless tracker is gonna probably eat most of our board at this rate. Yeah, no, this is definitely blocking duty. We're kind of all on blocking duty until we can remove this. We've already used one Alchemist Greeting, so that's a problem. So I guess we're gonna go with Plan B. Take the Disguise. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. I might even pitch Conduit of Storms, though. Yeah, sure. Actually, Pack Guardian was one of the better cards for its time. Opponent really cashing in a lot in Tireless Tracker. Tracker is really tireless. Our only saving grace, no trample, so yeah, it's gumming up. Yeah, it's blocking our board so far, but so we're just gonna have to go for Aerial. Okay, opponent. Let's see if they have a combat trick. I want to get it out of the way. I might just cast Conduit of Storms. Another Briar Bridge Patrol. So it's when it deals damage to one or more creatures. So I might actually want to just take the damage myself. Or I could just Lightning. Or I could just Lightning Axe. Yeah, it turns out triple Olivia Bloodsworn is not a bad thing after all. Opponent was going for the clue game. They might have. Okay, so let's see if they have a way to pump that, but we'll just take the tree. Hey, Mantilia Razon, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? So yeah, this is so far our second game of the draft. We are. It looks like we're winning, but we are It's kind of technically even. It depends what our opponent can drop in the later. So Byway Courier. So far, it's just a lot of ground troops. Never mind. They had the spires. No, never mind. They had spider spawning. So this is really bad. Yeah, they are giving us the early good game, which makes sense. I could go for this, but I'm probably gonna wait for the card draw first. Yeah, spider spawning as a really nasty flashback card. And they have the mana to cast it again, so we're not getting past with these guys anytime soon. Also, I'm gonna mute this guy. When they're annoying the first time, they're gonna be annoying all the time. I guess I could try to see if I can survive multiple turns. Nope, we're not giving them a free clue. Might be in our interest to give them a free clue, actually. So our opponent's just gonna. So our opponent is just gonna cast the spider spawning again. They have the mana for it. Nope, they're just going for another Briar Bridge Patrol. Into a knock. Oh. Ooh. Now that was a very good flashback deck. Oh, okay, I'll have to hand it to them. That was a very good one. Hmm. Now I can't discard this. If I did, I should have just discarded the... So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're still alive. We're probably not going to win this one, but we'll see how far we can go. Might as well swing with everything. It's not like you're blocking anyway. What did we make them discard? Confront the unknown. Ooh, that would have ended us right away. I'm hoping they actually cash this in, but they're more likely to cash this one in. They might even do both. No, they're just going to transform. Yeah, that's enough to kill us. Actually, wait. Does it have trample? No, it does not have trample. We have a surprise blocker. Yeah, you might as well swing at everything. Yeah, we're still alive, but barely. Ooh, assembled alphas doesn't really solve it for us. Yeah, we needed one more mana to nuke these, but even then, it's sorcery speed, so it doesn't really help us. Yeah, we'll probably just end up dying to damage. That's a very good deck, I have to say. It took them a while, but then again, we also were kind of on the slow train as well. We did not, so we were not able to push out enough damage. That is probably gonna be one concern moving forward. Not hitting the damage, not being able to deal enough damage moving forward. Anyway, so there we go. One win, one loss. C'est la vie. We're hoping for at least 3 wins, but we don't know if that's gonna be the case. My confidence has been shaken. We'll see if it pans out even more later. I'm actually very curious now how draft is gonna be once we get to the official next year lineup of sets. Okay, turn 2 Bloodswarm. Yeah, this is fine. We'll do turn 2 Bloodsworn, turn 3 Conduit, or turn 3 Fiery Temper if we have to. I think I still kept the Fateless Looting, but... Let's see. We'll definitely go Bloodsworn turn 2, Conduit turn 3. Kind of try to hold out long enough. Get as much aggro as we can. Opponent is in the spell stack, so I could have done Call the Bloodline into a Bloodsworn, but let's see. Each opponent mills 3. Okay, so our opponent's a mill deck. So we're gonna have to apply as much ground pressure as possible. What happens if this gets Delirium? Oh, it becomes a repeatable effect. So we have to Fiery Temper this if our opponent does hit it. So that's why the Fateless Looting comes in. We did lose 2 Incendiary Flows. It's a good thing we have a third one. So, and this is, hold on, sorcery, instant. They have a creature already, so taking one of these out is irrelevant. I might be safe by just taking out the token. That's yeah. Our opponent probably is gonna fire Fateless Looting now. They're gonna try to see if they can hit the land. It's an upkeep trigger, so we can buy some time in the meantime. Yeah, there. Yep. This now hits the condition. So each opponent's upkeep, mill 3 cards. Well, I guess no rush. Unfortunately, not enough to flip. Yeah, we need one more to flip. Yeah, and we're not discarding the card. Opponent probably starts spending to. Okay, the flashback here is reasonable. It's just a bit expensive. I let's see if they have other ways of winning. The brute is not it. Well, that does buy a bit of time. And might as well give it haste. So yeah, still not able to flip yet. Actually, the moment we're able to flip, opponent's probably gonna have to start spending mana to start clearing the board. They do have a Mystic Retrieval that doesn't really do much. They can do this, but it ETB's tap, so these will have to be Madness spells. Okay, so we're gonna see one Alchemist Greeting. I suspect it's going after Conduit because that can... Yes, because that could one-shot our opponent. The nice thing is that ATB's tap. Hold on, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if they have a burn spell. They don't. Yeah, we managed to make it there. I probably would have misplayed and tried casting the assembled alphas, but yeah, we actually took a gamble there. There could have been any number of removal spells that would have made this very awkward. But there we go. Another nice win. Two wins. Let's see how much further we can go. Also, many apologies if it seems like I'm tired. Probably because I actually am. It has been a long week for me. Ever since the near brush with that. For those who I did skip one Pokemon. Okay, yeah, we'll keep this one. Turn 1, turn 2. We'll Traben Inspector. Blah. But at least we hit our land drops. Veteran Qatar. Yeah, we're burning that one. So, yeah, turn 3 Conduit. Oh, you have to remember this is 2 mana. Okay, opponent's swinging at us. They have to have a creature. They might have a combat trick too, so I'm going to just get out of the way. Yeah, that's fine. No, there is no other effect, so I'm willing to let this die. That's fine. We can do this now. Next turn I can do a Call the Bloodline, but opponent signaling that they might have a combat trick. I can take the damage for now. Because I really want to have the extra mana. Also, I'm surprised our opponent didn't bother to crack the clue. Now, this is only plus... Okay, there's a +1/+1 there, so... Okay, this is a 4/1 at least, so... It's also... And so we have two options here. I can go with Bearded Vampire. I can also just flip the Conduit instead. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Because next turn it does help me cast Assembled Alphas, among other things. It puts a large enough threat that our opponent will have to spend the turn playing removal instead. 3/3, sure, take 3. So that'll give us 2 mana. We can just drop Assembled Alphas. Opponent goes Blessed Alliance. Okay, sure. But we still get our mana, so we can drop this. Yeah, because this is yeah, that's a much better drop, I suppose. We could just pitch one Bloodsworn later, but let's see. We also can. Also, this is blocks or becomes block. Confront. Do they have another one? No, they're just gonna sack. They might be looking for another one, but we did deal enough damage already. So that's gonna be a flat trade. Let's see, can they still flood the board? Yeah, clue tokens are gonna be a big deal here for the most part. Okay. So 1, 2. Yeah, we're gonna go for. That should be enough. Maybe our opponent has removal for this. It is what it is. Yeah, they're just gonna crack a clue. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have any reasonably big creatures considered. Even then, I think they only played... No, they played 3 creatures. Ooh, that's a tough one. So... Okay, let's do some math checking. So I can play this 1, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 1. I won't be able to give it haste, but I would be able to take it out some other way. Like I can even incentivize our opponent to block with this. Now let's hope there's no 1 mana combat trick that saves that creature. Wait, there's the investigate and +1 pump. Yeah. Okay. I played into that. I should have figured they had that. So I guess we're gonna be doing this the long way. Wow. Confront the Unknown is actually quite good, all things considered. Yeah, we might be in trouble just because of... Man, the green-white sure plays very differently. And if our opponent has yet another combat trick, first things first is I will probably complain, who the hell... Who the heck gave our opponent that draft? Okay, no combat trick, thank goodness. We are still way behind though. Opponent might end up having to sack a clue, but we are not by no means in a winning position. Okay, should make a human. Yeah, so that's why they went for the clue deck. And they could equip this one to make this very annoying. So what we're going to do is we're going to pitch this end of turn. We're going to try to... Though this does have Vigilance, so it's kind of meaningless anyway. Yeah, True Fate Sensor. Great, these for equipment. Also, it's nice it's once each turn, so but it doesn't matter whose turn it if you activate it. Hey, Jericho Ilagan, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? I don't like having to do this, but I kind of have to. And it's a token creature at least, so... Does our opponent have a way to survive it? Confront the Unknown. Makes another one. Yeah, that's not a big... that's not the worst thing to happen. Ooh, the auto tap may be the worst thing to happen in that case. Opponent chump blocks one. Sure, no problem. I'm okay with that. Yeah, we are in trouble here. There's opponent goes Byway Courier. Thankfully, the lifelink threats are kind of gone, but this one's now a problem. So it's a question of, can we survive? Our opponent can probably start using this to tap down one of these. One trick we can do is if we hit one of our Madness Vamps, we can... Sure. Because that situation's not going to get better for us that way. That's probably not... That was not the best. Yeah, they were kind of hoping I was not gonna block, but I blocked. Veteran Qatar. Okay, that is a problem. Now, one trick we can... One thing we can do is just probably chump block. Chump block when we can. Like, a Divine Reckoning doesn't really do anything to us here. Opponent is starting to flood as well, so that's kind of some good news. Now our opponent could just make these have double strike instead, but I don't mind that. Yeah, that's still 4. I'm willing to, that's still 4. I'm willing to take. Heck, our opponent probably should activate the other one, or else... Oh no, they're just gonna let me... That's fine. We did make our opponent spend a lot of mana just to get that anyway. Do we... Let's do a sanity check on the removal. We have one more Incendiary Flow and one more Alchemist Greeting. Opponent can make 2... Oh, they're splitting it up. If our opponent just spends mana on this, that means they have no blockers at all. Is that what they're... Oh my, they really don't have blockers. Hall of the Bloodline doing a lot of work here. Whew, we actually survived that. I can't believe it. We'll take that one. My gosh, that was very close. With the right discard outlets, discard. Yeah, with the right discard outlets, you can survive quite a while. Yeah, so that call the Bloodline really determined the direction of our draft. So for those tuning in, the small story on that one is I had a very mediocre pack one. The rare was Sigarda's 8. I wasn't gonna win drafts with that one. So I ended up just drafting a travel prep. It was very mid, but the rest of the pack was kind of mid as well. Second pack was an Alchemist Greeting, so I figured we'll speculate on that one. And yeah, as time went on, red was very open. I think between the first 2 packs, we had 2 Alchemist Greetings, 3 Incendiary Flows. Much later, we got our Fiery Temper. We were swimming in removal there. Okay, definitely keeping this one. Like, depending on the situation, I can hit our opponent for 4 on turn 3. I might rather play Conduit of Storms to get the 4th mana because we might need the removal. Opponent also in black-red. Let's see if our opponent has the removal spell. There is a lot of cheap removal in black, so Bloodsworn not necessarily long for this world. You can only swear so much. Oh, they're also in the same clan called the Bloodline. Now the thing is, there is a lot of removal, so the Conduit of Storms plan, well, it eats removal, so that's fine. And we now know we're swimming in mana, so so we'll swing first. I want to see how our opponent responds to this. Because if I don't have to spend mana, I can actually just flip Conduit. Most likely our opponent's going to go for some removal spell like Alchemist Greeting, sure. No, it's just a Blood Mad Vampire. That's fine. Yeah, so now our plan is just to go up the air. Let's see if we can survive it. Opponent is gonna try to hit us on ground. Also, not liking Gyri Sanitarium the mirror match. Maybe they have their own Sever the Bloodline, in which case we're really doomed. That's fine. So now we have a race. I guess I can go for this, see if I can hit anything. Yeah, this is actually a good time to do it. Blah, we're flooded. Doesn't matter. We might even have to fire the Sever the Bloodline on the Vampire tokens. Yeah, flooding this much is not going to bode well for us. So thankfully our opponent is casting something now. Olivia's Dragoon. Oh, that's the other that's the other good enabler. Okay, we hit an incendiary flow. I think I can afford to take one more hit. By one more hit, I mean make them play one more card. Blood Mad Vampire. Okay, maybe not that. Hey, maybe if we're lucky, we hit Fiery Temper. Nope. Wow, we're really flooding. So good thing we played that. We did that now. But this is a World of Hurt. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is gonna grow a bit, so we might have to sever that first. Yeah, we're not winning this one. Our opponent got theirs lined up. And like we were pitching lands. I actually would need another removal spell. I would need removal spell here, just to survive. And even then, our opponent might just have the right Madness creature. No dice. Yep, that's a good rare. We can't win anymore at this position. Man, we hit way too many lands here. It is what it is. That's sometimes how it goes. Well, that Vampire came late. Like even if I play this, I won't have enough blockers. So there you go. That was on the wire. So much fat. Yeah, we were doing the Call on Bloodlines value. Now our opponent gets to do it. That's just how good Call of the Bloodlines is as a card. So we got 2 win. Wait, we got no, we got 3 wins at least. So at least we got 1,000 gems out of this. I would prefer to get at least one more win, just to break even. But if we don't, it's fine. It, it's fine, I guess. I can't complain too much. I kind of wish we actually opened the very good rares that did well in both draft and and constructed. I just okay. Yeah, we're keeping this one. Man, we're really pushing Olivia's Bloodsworn. Now, unfortunately, we're missing double red, so I won't be able to do Lightning Axe into Alchemist Greeting. I'll play the Lightning Axe first. There's a chance I probably just discard Assembled Alphas. That's the expensive one. Sure. I could also pitch a land. I guess that's not the worst thing to have we can do. Dawn Drift. Okay, at least it's even. When it's actually gonna take. Yeah, when the vampire deck does not get to madness, it really is horrible. It's really madness or buster. Wait, sure. That was not the worst. So, puncturing light. Yeah, sure. That's not not the worst thing to happen. Okay, that one is kind of bad. Well, we did hit Gyro Reach Sanitarium. This is sorcery speed. Oh wait. Let's see if our opponent's willing to discard their 2 cards just to get this one back. I'm curious. Probably not. They might just play something else instead. Oh, they hit their 6. We could do this again, but I think we'll just do Assembled Alphas. They probably have a removal spell. Can't really do anything about it. We need to have something on the board. I guess an Angelic Purge would be annoying. I know the black spells are at least very expensive, so it's not easy to just nuke this one right away. I think it's an Angelic Purge incoming. Yep, Angelic Purge, sack the token. Not the worst. So, let's see. 1, 2... Oh, it's... Okay. We can do it end of turn, actually. Yeah, Gyro Reach Sanitarium now going to be helping us quite a bit. So we're pitching this one so we can swing with. But we're gonna do it again with Alchemist Greeting on our own turn, so we don't have to pay attention too much. Yeah. Yeah, hitting that madness is pretty good. And our opponent gets nothing. Oh, though the way it tapped was not great. I guess it's fine. Does our opponent have Oh, it's just Macabre Waltz. Okay. Traven Inspector, get a clue. Sure. Yeah, these are at least expensive enough that I don't have to worry about it too much. Hold on. Now it's 2 mana to put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire I control. And I could just sacrifice this guy himself. Yeah, this is gonna be a one-shot. Our opponent probably blocks with Traven Inspector. Which means we get to hit them for 7. Opponent gonna crack a clue, try to draw their. So opponent does have to decide between Voldar and Para. Okay, they're going for Haunted Dead. They want to do this on the next turn and have the 3 creatures to transform into with Madness. Opponent will have chump blockers for this. There's no way around it. Well, they might not even chump block, but they will be missing the 1 creature to sacrifice unless they have an instant speed. Okay, they're good. Ooh, okay. So now we have. Wait, they don't have a flyer. Do they have a flyer? Let's find out. Yeah, they did not have the flyer. This was. I think they were hoping I made the mistake of swinging with everything, which is an easy mistake to make. It's a good thing we didn't fall for it. Yeah. Woo. Okay, so we got our 4th win. We ROI made our investment back. Now let everything else is gravy from this point on. That said, any game could be our last, so let's hope we get this one true. And so I definitely want Insolent Neonate on 1. I might do Fateless Looting turn 2. But we're probably gonna just do Blood Mad Vampire turn 2. Ulvenwald Captive. Opponent holds back. Never mind, we have Incendiary Flow. Definitely taking out the Captive because that is a mana rock. We're not letting them have free mana. So unfortunately tap Morn Willow. Okay, haste. Sure. So we can. So maybe our opponent has a combat trick. we'll see. We'll discard this one because the cost lines up. I can always hardcast this one, but I won't necessarily be able to hardcast that one. Okay, there you go. They have a combat trick. I don't. Yeah, they're gonna let it go. It's fine. Liliana's Elite. So I can Fateless Looting into Blood Mad Vampire and pitch something else. I could also just sever one of these right away, but I don't think there's a rush for that. Unfortunately, because of the way our mana lined up. Okay. Now our opponent probably has removal for this. Nothing we can really do about that one. At least we get it out of the way, I suppose. Yeah, Borrowed Malevolence. Just get it out of the way. So next turn it's over. Yeah, we're. They spider spawning again. Ooh. Oh no! Why did it tap like that? Come on. Yeah, you have to be careful with your auto tapper. Okay, that was unnecessary damage. I might actually have to pitch this one. This has flashback. Pitch. Yeah, I think the Fateless Looting really showed how fateless we are. So Stormcur Condemned. Yeah, okay, so yeah, don't auto pay this one. We're just forcing a trade here at least. Yeah, this is trade. Get that trade out. If our opponent has another one of these or has the lands to hit, we are in trouble. We just gave them 6. But then again, if they're casting from this, we just need to hit one land. And we hit that one land. Okay, there we go. At least this is a sorcery speed, so yeah, Sever the Bloodline actually does something useful for once. Finally got our revenge there, but let's see if we can survive the next hits. We have to. We're gonna be hard casting these, but we do. Dryad. Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna dump both of these. Opponent hits a Field Creeper. Okay, that's. If I don't see a need to trade, I'm probably not going to trade. I am opening myself up to getting blown out by removal, but so far, not quite there yet. Let's see how long can this hold. I want to be in the position where I can force our... Like, in this position, my opponent has to block with everything. They might have another creature, so that will kind of ruin things. Okay, no, that hasn't ruined it yet. Let's hope we're not quite dead yet. Okay, Kindly Stranger has Delirium, so they can transform it immediately. They can destroy target creature, sure. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Maybe they have a pump effect? Maybe not. Yeah, that's good game. We got there. Yeah, guy reached Sanitarium saving. Yeah. Hey, Kyle Braxton. Yeah, peace to you too, man. How are you doing? How is everything going for you? It's nice to see you. Nice to see you again as well. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, thank you for liking the vid, man. Yeah, I guess it's cool enough. I can probably turn off the AC. So now this one is really slow. So I'm actually gonna mull this. It's a bit risky, but we'll take mull. This one's definitely better. I think we dropped this one. In case we don't hit any enablers, we're at least able to hard cast these with what we got. Yeah. This one works well with the Masquerade, but it's starting to look like it's quite bad. Oh well, at least this one's +2, -2, and we can burn this. Now, our opponent could probably discard a card, but there's no Madness 0 at least for this set, so we're fine. Empire. Now this is where we might be in a world of hurt. I guess we can, if our opponent doesn't really do anything, we probably just hardcast this and hope to drop this next turn. I could also play it safe and drop this one instead. Yeah, we'll do that. Our opponent might drop a creature with a large enough butt that this won't matter though. It's fine. And now the battle truly begins. Masquerade, paper faces on parade, masquerade, faithless looting moon on the sky. Opponent also probably gonna be playing into Madness. They definite. If this is any indicator, they do have a few Madness cards as well. Probably this one might not last. Alchemist Greeting. Okay, that's fine. So we are taking a bit of damage here, but this is a 2-3. Our opponent might have an instant, so Fiery Temper is not a guarantee. What I can do is I can wait for our opponent to cast something and then stack it. Wait for our opponent to cast a bunch of stuff. Then when the prowess triggers are floating, we go Fiery Temper that way. But our opponent has a big advantage over us here. Let's see if they actually have that instant. Nope. But we could easily lose to this rare though. So, well, this at least it's gonna grow quite big. But if our opponent has the right cards, it might be a problem. Yeah, does this transform into its final form? Okay, and what's this? Control 3 or more wizards. So the docent itself doesn't count. So there's some good news there. But it's presumed that our opponent has enough cheap spells. Wait a minute. Maybe not. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt unless we can hit one of our 2 Alchemist Greetings or our Lightning Axe. What did our opponent pitch? They pitched their own Alchemist Greeting and their own Insatiable Gorger, so... At least they're not going to be able to madness this out. But we're taking 5. One of our losses was out of... Okay, at least we dodged that one. Now we just need to dodge the rest of the little critters. We are at a disadvantage in this case. Blue-red is the flavor for this particular series, draft series. Opponent could have earned one turn, but yeah, we're flooding really bad. If our opponent has 3, 6, 7, 8, yeah, we're dead. I'm gonna concede this one early, and the reason is our opponent could just cast this pump. It'll pump both of them, and that's already lethal up there. Yeah, we unfortunately flooded way too hard. But hey, 5 wins is not too bad. We'll take, and we did manage to kill the docent and before we went out. We went out of the game, so not too bad. We'll take that. Not a great victory, but well, that of course not a great victory. That was a defeat. But hey, 5 wins, pretty decent. And with that, we're going to call this episode. That's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Many thanks to all those who tuned in. That's a Gold Knight Castigator. Ooh. This would be really annoying to encounter in draft. Yeah, many thanks to all those who tuned in. Thanks to Mantilia Rason. Thanks to Jericho Alagan. Thanks to Kyle Braxton. It's really nice to see you guys once again. Nice to be drafting once again. Nice to get another copy of Guy Reach Sanitarium once again. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. It's fine. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. You take care.